Frictionless access became a hot topic during the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's a trend that seems likely to have staying power even in the post-pandemic world. With me today to discuss frictionless access is Rick Focke, Senior Product Manager at Tyco Software House, all part of Johnson Controls. Thanks for joining us, Rick.
Hey, Larry, glad to be here.
Great. Frictionless access seems to be on the forefront of the security market, especially with the pandemic. Tell us exactly what is frictionless access?
Well, yeah, it's a good question. It's basically the application of non-contact physical security for the movement of people through a building, through a secure layer. In its extreme form, it's the ability to not have to break stride when you go up to a door. Just keep moving, get to your place of work more effectively. Okay.
Great. Tyco Software House just released Illustra Insight to integrate with C.CURE 9000 security and event management system for a complete frictionless access solution. Can you tell us more about this solution?
Yeah, thanks, Larry. Sure. Illustra Insight uses facial recognition with machine learning, with an AI algorithm in the background to do your initial authentication for access control. And that gives you that frictionless experience because the unit can pick you up ahead of the door and, again, not break stride and get authenticated and get through the door in the best way possible. It's purpose-built for access control. It has a great audio and visual feedback features built in. It'll actually say your name if you wanted to. Hello, Rick Focke, as you enter the door. And it processes multiple personnel, again, in a high traffic area to help them get through the building.
And it uses facial recognition. Have you had any issues with local privacy laws regarding facial recognition?
Well, we've taken some preemptive steps with the design of the product. For example, the personal information, the actual images are not stored in the units. They're back at the server under lock and key. And we only have a hash, a template type of arrangement in the units themselves. As far as local laws, we have advised our integrators to take precautions, advise personnel that they're being in an area where facial is being used, and to also consult with your local authorities because the laws are changing. Every jurisdiction is different these days.
How does Illustra Insight with C.CURE 9000 differ from other solutions on the market?
And there are a lot of solutions on the market for facial. It's a great industry. What sets Insight apart is it has a unique two-piece design so that the network is on the secure side of the building or of the area. Okay, so you have the camera module on the outside, but the network layer is on the inside under a separate tamper enclosure. It's also unique in that it does frictionless really well. You can pick up a face at 10 feet if you want. Of course, then you can also tune it. The unit can be tuned up to 3 feet, 4 feet. You can tune it with closest face only being processed. You can tune it with what's called a region of interest. So only half the frame maybe is for the facial application and the other half is ignored. So you can really tailor it to those applications that are hard to do with facial.
Can you give us some examples of how the solution can be applied?
Sure. Well, turnstiles, that's a great application for high traffic areas. Want to get people in and out really quick. You can, again, use that region of interest so that only that one lane of the turnstile is being processed by each unit. Healthcare settings are great, especially with masks being worn. The unit can operate with or without masks on the individuals to give them that frictionless experience. And also, data centers have found some real good interest in it. Especially, they want to use maybe a two-factor authentication application so that they get recognized, by facial, and then they get a push notification on their phone to confirm that that is truly them, to get that 100% accuracy for the authentication. So it can be applied to a lot of different areas in our industry.
How do you see the future unfolding for frictionless access? Any other additional applications that we're not seeing yet?
Oh yeah, the future's bright. We have tailgating coming out. In fact, tailgating detection with different alarms. Also ties into the access control to prevent access in various situations. You can go the next step and measure emotions of the people and do person of interest alerts. You can tie the information back into access control for the occupancy verification. You can use the same camera to do social distancing rules. In fact, you can layer on different algorithms on top of the same unit. The unit's a sensor basically for us to just apply more and more business analytics and machine learning on top of it. So it's a very robust roadmap we have.
Well, we'll all be keeping watch on frictionless access and all the other changing trends in access control. Thanks for joining us
Great.
today, Rick.
Yeah, thank you, Larry.
Thank you.